Tobacco Company in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania, smoking on a La Palina cigar. Actually, they had these on special, and they're an excellent cigar. Win-win. I appreciate that. Now let's get into today's topic of discussion. In my last video, I explained how technology is sort of ruining the artistry of the wristwatch making, the movements, the cases, and everything else. But now let's flip it to the other side. Now, technology has made watches better than they've ever been. This is one of those few things in life where you can say the old stuff, the way it was built versus the new stuff. Newer wristwatches are built way better. And why are they built way better? Through technology, most definitely. When I first started collecting wristwatches, I went to look at my first Rolex many moons ago. And with that, they were notoriously known to lose 5 to 10 minutes a month. And this is normal. I mean, it's just one of those things. You bought one, you expected to lose time. It was guaranteed. Now, flip it to 2017, and Rolex with their new policy, +2, -2. The only reason why this is able to happen now is because modern day technology and machinery has been able to replace the tolerances of old, so they can build these watches like tanks right now. Whereas before, I like vintage watches, but vintage watches were known to be unreliable, undependable. You got to be careful with those seals, especially if you're going to buy one, because a lot of them were water resistant. They didn't have screw down crowns, things of that nature, and it made it a lot harder to keep an accurate timepiece. But nowadays, most pieces are fairly accurate. I mean, obviously, if you're going on the low end, you might find some pieces that are 20 minutes off, plus or minus. But if you're spending more than the average, you're going up to the $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 price range, you're going to find highly accurate pieces that are robust in every sense of the word. I mean, the vintage pieces, say if you wrap your arm on something, you could throw off the chronometry on that particular watch because it wasn't designed to take certain shocks. I mean, maybe a light shock, but a heavy shock, no, they couldn't do it, and obviously through technology it's made everything better. So on that flip side, when you're thinking about the old artistry, which I love, I love the fact that these guys, when they build a watch, they actually, made every piece by hand. They wore it around for a year or two just to check things out, to make sure they worked all the bugs out. But now with modern day technology, they can bring those movements to the market, like I said in the last video, a lot sooner, but they've also made them more reliable, more dependable than ever. I mean, if you had a Rolex sub, you could pretty much do anything with that watch. Now, and you had a Rolex sub from 30, 40 years ago, you might want to take care of it, because needless to say, it was designed for the time that it was made in. And needless to say, watches are one of those few things a lot of people will say have gotten better with time, and technology has come into play when it comes to that. Once again, it's your man StyleCon. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video, and I will check you out in the next one.